Welcome to the Women's Pro Wrestling Network. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, Mr. Green, and it is time for another feature match. Here we have the manager, Logan Chase, bringing his newest charge to the ring. And I'm getting ahead of the ring introductions, but Hollywood Von Royal, who is coming in to Georgia to do a job. And wait a minute, Logan Chase has the microphone. Gotta hear what he has to say. I was getting into the story, but I think he may unveil something here. They're already rude to the fan base. Well, there she is, Hollywood Von Royal. And from what I understand, Hollywood and Jessica Lee are no strangers to each other. In fact, I believe that during Jessica's time wrestling and training in Ocala, Florida, she and Hollywood have crossed paths at that point. This is the championship goal that Logan Chase was just talking about not too long ago. And of course, for those that have watched this channel and seen Jessica Lee introduced on this channel previously, you know that Lee was one of the stable members, if you will, of Chase Enterprises. In fact, she spoke very highly of him. But of course, that was while she was under his management. Once she decided that she had other aspirations and she wanted to accomplish more, as you can see, the championship goal hanging over his shoulder, which at one point in time Logan Chase held. But making decisions on her own simply did not sit well with Logan Chase. He captured the Georgia Cruiserweight Championship and hits the bounty, $2,000 to whoever can, for whatever, for figuratively speaking, bring the head of Jessica Lee, the powerhouse, to Logan Chase. And the first person up to try to collect that money is Hollywood Von Royal, and she traveled a long way to do it. There you see, as stated, the Cruiserweight champion, Jessica Lee. That is an interesting twist. Now we know that Hollywood Von Royal has a championship shot, and it is very possible to get the Cruiserweight Championship back into the house of Chase, which is, I'm sure, everything that he has wanted. So not only do we have a $2,000 bounty on her head, but the championship is on the line. And we can also see, well, Chase is trying to get the crowd to go for Hollywood. I don't think that's going to happen. Surprisingly, Jessica Lee, who once was one of the most hated, if you will. I'm hesitant to say that now because, as you can see here on camera and as you can hear, she is being cheered greatly. And I guess that's what happens when you get from underneath the control of a manager such as Logan Chase. You can see him on the outside. We switch camera angles now, side headlock applied, and a forearm shot right there to the side of the ribs. Hollywood shoots it off. And there, shoulder block by the powerhouse, and I am legitimately surprised. I thought that the height and leverage would counteract the strength of Hollywood, counteract the strength of the powerhouse. Apparently that was not the case. Side headlock applied again, taken over. He is looking to establish a wrestling match. Great move there by Hollywood. Almost got into a penny predicament. Goes for it again. Hooking the leg and shifting her weight to lift Lee up. Put her shoulders down to the mat. I want to make it clear that this match is being brought to you by Georgia Premier Wrestling. We want to thank them for allowing us to come out here and cover this matchup as the leg scissors applied to Jessica Lee. Hollywood has her neutralized. Lee trying to get herself out of it, kick out. I don't know if she'll be able to make that. She was able to get through. Pick of the leg by Hollywood. Ew! And a leg DDT. She just drove it down. And Logan Chase is pleased. And that does not look good for Lee right now. Hollywood does, in fact, as stated earlier, have experience with Jessica Lee. And I'm going to assume that the idea here is to ruin the vertical base of the powerhouse. And she just snapped that leg again. She is going after the left leg. The target has been drawn. Lee is in danger. And I'm pretty sure Hollywood can practically taste the $2,000. I'm not sure if the championship is so much her goal right now. Actually smashes the leg right onto the canvas. And that's hard canvas. If you've never been in a wrestling ring, believe me, that is no trampoline. And I haven't even taken a bump. Oh, 2 count. Just walking across it, you can feel the plywood and the metal underneath you. Hollywood has her up. Lee powers her off. Goes for a drop kick, and you can see it immediately hurt her. It immediately hurt the knee. Also know that Jessica Lee is not feeling well physically. Like I said, she came into this thing a little bit ill, but she did not break her booking to appear at this event. And I'm pretty sure the last minute maneuvering got the championship match out of there. Now look at, she's getting caught up in the old thing that Logan Chase would do to her opponents. But that's what happens when you have an annoying manager on the outside. He got caught up and also clipped. The knee is now in terrible, terrible danger. If I'm Hollywood, I'm thinking I want to go for a submission on that. A big body slam, and look at that. Even a slam affected. And that wasn't what she was trying to do. Leg drop across the throat. Hooks it. 2. Jessica Lee can thank her tremendous upper body strength for getting her shoulders up right there. Otherwise, she might be done for. You can hear Logan Chase. He was out there complaining about it. Hollywood's going to be looking to try to apply something, a coup de grace, if you will. Lee is trying to force her back in there. And there is a sign of guts right there. She is trying to power through it. She didn't shoulder block. Normally she does it in 3s, but I don't think she had enough. She's trying to fire it up. Oh, and a big boot. This is what happens when you have experience against an opponent, but she wasted time blowing kisses to the audience. And just before the 3 comes down, Lee is able to get the shoulder up. Will she be able to survive Hollywood? And Hollywood may be looking to cripple. And you know, now that I think about that, might be the game plan walking in this thing all along. You can see Chase pointing the finger, giving the bad mouth to her. Hollywood slams that knee right against the steel post. And we hear him now. Did that hurt? Of course it did. Hooks the legs. Jessica Lee able to, again, kick out, twisting her body, making sure that shoulder's off the mat. The knee, just looking at her body language, she could barely stand up. It looks like her left leg is seemingly destroyed. Hollywood has her for easy pickings, and a short arm clothesline put Lee down to the mat. The only thing that may be stopping Hollywood right now is this arrogance. Another short arm clothesline. She just powered over Jessica Lee, and Lee giving everything that she's got to try to get back up to her feet. Single leg drop kick puts the powerhouse back down to the mat. Hollywood's going for the cover. It might have been a little bit lax cover. The right shoulder pops up off of the mat. Jessica Lee is still involved in this thing, and she wants a piece of Logan Chase so bad. You can see it. But she's got to concentrate on the match. She has to concentrate. This clothesline puts Hollywood down, but doesn't have enough to even attempt a cover. Can she crawl over? She's got an arm over. Tries to hook the leg, but not fast enough. See the frustration. She doesn't need to get frustrated here right now. She's got to concentrate on her job and concentrate on the match and her opponent. Forget Logan Chase. Forget the frustration. Forearm shot, and they're starting to trade it. Hollywood sends it back with her right hand. Oh, my gosh. And again, she caught her right there on that bad leg. I was going to say Jessica Lee caught the attempted kick by Hollywood. And even though she did, she got caught with the insecure. And again, it's the arrogance of Hollywood not even attempting to cover. You have to appreciate the guts of Jessica Lee. And she looks like she's a bad way. And I know she came in this thing with Larry Tyson, probably not feeling well. And a big double arm driver. She hooked it. 2, 3. I am shocked. Now that was a win out of nowhere. She got it. The powerhouse powered it down with that double arm DVT. And with that quick sudden impact out of nowhere, she retains. And Chase has the North Cruiserweight Championship, and he's refusing to give it back. I guess he was counting his chickens before they hatched, thinking that he had won the championship back into his corporation, if you will, into his stable. I saw the referee on the other side saying 1 minute. And I can see Hollywood is completely shocked. Jessica Lee is standing tall. The crowd is happy. And I'm sure underneath the grimace of the pain, Jessica Lee is probably very happy too that she has retained this championship in a hard-fought match. I can see Hollywood cannot believe it. Here comes the referee. He's got the belt in hand. And there we go. Now she's happy. She's give me my belt. And she earned it after surviving an onslaught on her leg. You see the noticeably limping there. She is held on to the Cruiserweight Championship. And I can say right now, this is one of the ladies to keep your eyes out for this year and beyond, because she's working extremely hard to get herself out there and into the upper echelon of women's wrestling. Be sure to check out Georgia Premier Wrestling and their video on demand service for all their events. And thank you for coming into the Women's Pro Wrestling Network, and be sure to go to our channel at WPNWrestling.com. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye, everybody.
Aftermath, the match has already taken place, and unfortunately your trip up to Georgia Premier Wrestling did not go quite as you might have wanted.
No, it didn't, because, I came to Georgia Premier Wrestling to offer, a little class, a little sophistication, and what am I met with? I am met with this raucous crowd, and then they want Jessica to win, to triumph over me, 6 feet of blonde perfection. Clearly, everyone thought she had my hair, she had my tights, she cheated. She did absolutely everything she could, because Jessica knows better than anybody that if there's anybody in the world that can beat her, it is Hollywood Von Royal.
Do you have any intentions of coming back later to maybe collect that $2,000 dollar?
Oh yeah, Hollywood is all about the money, baby. And when I see an opportunity, I'm going to grasp it. And I'm going to make it, and I'm going to turn it into something that is completely beneficial for me, because that's all that I care about.
Final words where people can find Hollywood when she is not here in Georgia on her social media. Perhaps.
On my social media, look me up on Instagram, Twitter, Hollywood Von Royal, HV Royal on Snapchat. Follow me, and you get to see all of my royal antics.
All right, and she's sporting the Vader shirt, so that's got to give a little props right there. even though she was not the nicest young lady out in the ring tonight, we're going to give her points for that. Thank you, Hollywood.
Thank you.
We see that the Powerhouse has a bad throat right now. A little case of laryngitis, apparently. But last we saw her, she was being moved and with Logan Chase. Now you're standing across the ring from him. What happened? What changed?
Difference in opinion, to put it mildly. So now I am free from Logan Chase, and I'm out doing my own thing, and I like to think I'm doing it rather well. I do say so myself.
Well, apparently, because you are the Cruiserweight champion now.
Yes, sir.
So you got free, you won a championship, you got fans. So how's it feel to be on the other side of the fence?
Feels pretty good. It's nice to be able to interact with the people and actually be able to sign hands, take pictures and sign autographs. It's pretty fun.
Okay, well, very, very good. And speaking of the merchandise that she has available, you can find that at shows and apparently online, I'm assuming.
Mostly shows for now. We're working on the online.
Gotta get the online stuff. People gotta find it online. So final words, your match against Hollywood. How'd you feel about her as a competitor then?
Hollywood and I started together. We've been training together for years, and I don't think it's the last time we're going to meet in a ring.
All right, well, hopefully the next time you're in the ring with her, you'll have a similar outcome.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Powerhouse.
Thank you.
And get better.